Welcome, everyone, to the first meeting of the Who Done It Club.
This is exciting. I love the Who Done It Club. One quick question. What is the Who Done It Club?
It's where like-minded mystery lovers come together to solve the most puzzling cases, of course.
Oh, so there won't be a cheese tasting?
Why would there be a cheese tasting?
Well, the invitations were pretty vague.
There's no cheese.
Probably just as well. I'm lactose intolerant. Cheese makes me gassy.
Moving on. Who has a masterful mystery for us to examine?
Well, I do have this mysterious rash. What do you think, Luke?
I'm a detective, not a doctor.
I don't understand this club.
This is a private club. Invitation only, I'm afraid.
Oh, don't mind me. My bracelet is missing, and I thought I might have lost it in here somewhere.
A missing bracelet, you say? This is quite a mystery. Quite a mystery indeed.
Nope, no mystery. I'm pretty sure it just fell off.
Rest easy, madam. The Who Done It Club is on the case. Right, gentlemen?
Actually, we talked it over, and we're gonna go look for a cheese tray.
To find Summer's missing bracelet, I'll need to gather some clues using my keen powers of observation.
Larry, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I was just...
No, don't tell me.
You have bare feet, which suggests you left somewhere in a hurry. As for the smell of chlorine on your person, it tells me you've traveled to a local textile plant, such as the kind that...
I was in the pool.
You're free to go, but remember, I know where you live. In the room next to mine.
What's this? You lost a bracelet?
It was a gift from my grandma. I'm sure it'll turn up, especially now that I've offered a reward.
A reward? You don't want to advertise that. You'll just get a bunch of kooks flooding the tip line. I know how to find it. I'm an expert at finding things. I found this towel on the change room floor.
So that's gross.
We just have to retrace your steps and search every place that you went today.
That's actually a good idea.
Great, we'll start first thing tomorrow. Right now, I need to retrace my steps to find where I left my clothes.
Good evening, sir. I am here to see Miss Stanley. Miss Laurie Stanley.
Come on in. Laurie, there's an opera singer here to see you.
I beg your pardon, sir. I am a butler.
Oh, I see. Laurie, there's a singing butler here to see you.
I don't believe it! I won!
Ah, young Miss Stanley, I presume.
What's going on here?
We had a silent auction at school, and I bid on the English butler. I guess everyone else already had one.
As you say, miss. For the next 48 hours, I am your willing servant.
I'm not sure about this.
Well, your mother is right. It's just another mouth to feed. And who's gonna take him out for walkies?
Do you even know what a butler does?
Of course I do. They buttle.
Actually, sir, my duties include greeting your guests, keeping the house ship-shape, and also supervising the kitchen staff.
Oh, now I know you're not staying.
Oh, it's that annoying girl with the cookies again. No matter how hard I try, I can never say no to her. Especially now that she's earned her intimidation badge.
Allow me, sir. Neither you nor your cookies are welcome here. Good day.
Welcome to the family. You can have Larry's room.
Morning, all. No time for breakfast. I have to get to the lab. Larry, if you could... Wait, where's Larry?
He left early. Something about helping Summer find a bracelet.
So, my dear brother hopes to beat me at my own game. No matter. My superior observational skills will win me the day. Nothing gets past me. Quick question. Have we always had a butler?
No, he's new.
Like I said, nothing gets past me.
Isn't it great having a butler?
It will be nice to have someone else do the home cooking for a change.
Actually, the staff cook is responsible for preparing the meals. I merely ring the little bell.
We don't have a staff cook.
Mom, is my lunch ready?
Here you go. It doesn't count.
Mr. Stanley has arrived.
Oh, I could get used to that.
Mr. Stanley. Mr. Stanley. Mr. Stanley has arrived.
Lane, stop teasing the butler.
Oh, he loves it. Don't you, Wadsworth?
Oh, it fills me with utter joy, sir. My name is actually...
That will be all, Jeeves.
Oh, no. This is bad.
Is it something pertinent to my case?
Oh, no. I misplaced my glasses, so I was using this microscope to read my, science journal.
He kissed her on a Tuesday?
Silly me. I must have grabbed the wrong book. There were some interesting results in the evidence you brought me. Not as interesting as Beatrice gathering flowers in the garden with Captain Darby, but still.
So the mysterious hairs I found at the Brock weren't human.
Definitely animal, though I wasn't able to determine an exact species.
Right. And the fingerprints I found.
Mostly yours. Conclusion, you're not very good at dusting for fingerprints.
Thank you, Watson. You've done it again. Oh, look, I found your glasses.
Oh.
Why are they all steamed up?
Well, it's certainly not because Sarah accepted a ride home in the magistrate's carriage, if that's what you were thinking.
Retracing my steps to find my bracelet was a great idea, Larry.
It was, until I found out you run a half marathon every morning.
Well, you didn't have to keep pace with me.
Yes, I did. If you find the bracelet first, then I won't get the reward. That's why I'm not leaving your side until it's found or I'm dead. Death seems more likely at the moment.
How goes the hunt for the bracelet, dear brother?
I'd love to comment, but it's an ongoing investigation.
Well then, the game, as they say, is afoot.
Nobody says that. So, where'd you go next?
Well, I volunteer in the cafeteria in the morning. Oh, maybe my bracelet fell in one of those giant grease buckets.
I'd hate to be the one that has to root around in those. Wait, I am the one that has to root around in those.
Come on, it's easier to get your hands in there while it's still boiling hot. Well, at least we know I didn't lose my bracelet at school.
No, but I lost my appetite. And my dignity. And my balance. Okay, so you came here right after school. Then what?
Let's see, I was early for my shift, so I sat down in this chair. But it was too hard, so then I moved to this chair. But it was too soft, so then I moved back to the first chair.
Let me guess. It was just right.
No, it was too hard. We already covered that. Then Duke locked himself out of the games room, so I had to shimmy through the ventilation ducts to get inside. Hey, maybe that's where my bracelet is.
In the ventilation ducts?
They're super narrow, so it's a good thing you're all greased up.
Now observe, Watson, as I interview the suspects. Ah, Ms. Fontaine, a word if I may?
I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Heading to the kitchen for seconds? Tuna salad, if I'm not mistaken. Very interesting.
Not a word I would use to describe this conversation. Are we done?
Not quite. In order to eliminate you as a suspect, my partner and I will need to search every inch of your office.
Over your dead body?
Don't you mean over your dead body?
No.
Larry? Oh, are you okay?
No bracelet, but you were right. This chair is really hard.
Mr. Stanley!
Thank you, Belvedere.
That's not his name, Dad.
Ah, but it is the closest yet, sir. If I may.
Oh, that's not my regular house coat.
I thought you might be more comfortable in this than in that dreadful peasant's robe you seem to enjoy wearing all day.
This is nice. Lori, how do I look?
Like an out-of-work magician.
I'm feeling a little peckish. Godfrey?
Allow me, sir. I'll summon the cook.
She's not here. She went to work.
My word. The cook has a second job outside this house?
I know, right? I'm inside the house and I barely have a first job.
Just so you know, she's more than a great cook.
Exactly. Lisa's a funny, smart, talented woman. Wait till you get to know her.
Ah, while I appreciate what you're trying to do, sir, I make it a strict rule never to date the help.
Then I played table tennis for a while, and then I sat down on the couch. Larry. Are you checking the couch for my bracelet?
You bet.
A few minutes after that, I realized it was gone. We've retraced every step.
Well, at least we tried. And everyone knows that trying is worth at least half the reward. Plus expenses.
Forget about the stupid reward. I might as well just throw these flyers in the garbage. Hey, that's it! The garbage!
The reward is in the garbage? That's a terrible place to keep it.
No, I mean that after I left the games room, I threw out some garbage in the dumpster behind the Brock. Maybe my bracelet fell in with it.
So now you expect me to crawl around in a filthy dumpster full of rotten garbage?
Well, you don't have to crawl.
Nobody tells Larry Stanley how to get around inside a dumpster. Now, excuse me while I go get my knee pads.
Hello? I'm home. Isn't it your job to announce me?
Generally, the kitchen staff arrives to considerably less fanfare.
Again, not the cook.
So those aren't grocery bags filled with food you intend to cook for Lord Stanley's dinner?
Okay, well, you got me there, but I assure you, Wait, did you say Lord Stanley?
He was insisting upon His Majesty the Grand Poobah. I talked him down to Lord.
Well, you can tell Lord Stanley I'll be in the kitchen if he needs me.
Madam, I wouldn't expect you to be anywhere else.
Duke, we just want to ask you a few questions in regards to a case we're investigating.
Oh, okay. Let me call my lawyer.
You don't need a lawyer. We're just having a casual conversation.
Oh, so I'm not a suspect.
Well, that still remains to be seen. We're still gathering evidence.
So you're questioning me without any evidence to back up your claims? Well, my lawyer will be very interested to hear this.
Forget it. We don't have any questions, and you're not a suspect. In fact, I'm not even a real detective.
Approaching me under false pretenses and posing as an officer of the law? Well, you can expect to hear from my lawyer. Okay, have a great night, guys.
We're not getting anywhere. It's time to approach the case from a new angle.
I agree. Something definitely smells rotten here.
That would be me. If you're still after that reward, I can save you some trouble. It's not in that filthy dumpster over there.
Luke, I got your message. Are you okay?
Good, we're all here. Let's begin.
I thought you said you were in danger.
Yeah, in danger of waiting around all day for you to get here. I've got things to do, cases to solve.
Like the case of the boy who was grounded for the rest of his life.
Can someone please explain to me what we're all doing here?
This is the moment where the detective gathers all the suspects for the grand reveal. It's in your program.
So it is.
I will now deduce who among you committed a nearly perfect crime and stole Summer's bracelet.
Again, wasn't stolen, just fell off somewhere.
That's just what the culprit wants you to think. We are dealing with a very clever individual here.
Well, that eliminates me as a suspect.
I brought a cheese tray.
Then again, who's to say I'm not guilty? Better safe than sorry, am I right?
Miss Laurie?
Are you almost done with the butler? Today is his last day, and you've been hogging him the whole time.
It's not my fault he's taking forever to write my autobiography. How's that coming along, by the way?
It's riveting, sir.
Wow, having a butler has really changed you.
Nonsense. I'm still the same snooty, aristocratic fat cat I've always been. Higgins! I grow tired of standing here. I prefer to stand over there now.
Right away, sir. Will there be anything else, sir?
I guess I should go after her. Laurie, wait! Best to leave this part out of the autobiography.
I admit, this case was full of twists and turns. Mostly because I got lost in that hedge maze. But in the end, Sher-Luke always gets his man. Isn't that right, Dupe?
How would I know your track record?
No, I'm saying you stole the bracelet.
I see. It was a clever turn of phrase. Nice. Also, I did no such thing.
Watson, would you care to do the honors?
Dupe admitted to being lactose intolerant, which means he can't eat cheese. But even now, he can't keep his hands off the stuff.
So far, I'm totally with you.
What does any of this have to do with a stolen bracelet?
Guys, it falls off like all the time.
The cheese isn't for you, is it, Dupe? It's for the mice you've been secretly training as your own personal army of tiny jewelry thieves.
Okay, that is absolutely preposterous.
No, he's right. I was training mice.
Oh, well, this took an unexpected turn.
But it wasn't to turn them into thieves. I was merely trying to train them to clean the Brock at night like the mice in the movie Cinderella.
Dupe, you know we have a strict no animals in the building policy.
Didn't work anyway. The mice just all up and disappeared. Probably went to work for a fairy godmother.
Well, if it wasn't Dupe, then it must have been Pam.
What?
Why else would you be so adamant about not letting us search your office? And you had tuna salad, which can only mean you were down at the docks earlier, which, as everyone knows, is where you go to sell stolen jewelry.
I got the tuna salad from the kitchen. And if you must know, it wasn't for me, it was for my cat.
What cat?
The cat I've been secretly keeping in my office this past week. She gets a little lonely at home while Mama's working.
Why was that a secret?
Hello? No animals in the building policy? I'm not above the law.
Looks like we've met our match, Watson.
Time to admit defeat and move on.
Wait, aren't you gonna accuse me?
Oh, you were never a suspect. I just called you in so you could give me a ride home. Does anyone else need a ride?
I'm sorry we couldn't find your bracelet. And if it makes you feel any better, I'm even sorrier I didn't get that reward.
Watson and I are also disappointed with the outcome.
I'll say to think that Penelope married the greedy banker and not the handsome blacksmith. Oh, you meant the case. Yeah, we really blew that one.
It would seem that snacks are in order.
I really appreciate the help, guys. And don't worry, I'm sure my missing bracelet will turn up eventually.
Would this be the bracelet in question? I found it on the walk out in front of the house this morning when I was giving the bum's rush to a door-to-door salesman.
It must have fallen off when I started my morning run.
So technically, the butler did it? That gives me a great idea for a novel. Nobody would see that twist coming. Come, Watson. We've got a book to write.
Why do you let him call you Watson? Doesn't that get old?
Why would it? Watson is my last name. Morgan Watson.
Oh. I probably should have known that.
Goodbye, Lord Stanley, or should I say, Your Majesty, the Grand Poobah.
Wait! You can't leave. I think I speak for all of us when I say you've become like family.
Doesn't speak for me.
For me.
Thank you for welcoming me into your home, Lisa. A more gracious employer I have never had.
Wait, so you know I'm not the cook?
Oh, of course, madam. It's just a little British humor. Very dry.
What do you think? Can we keep him?
Well, the silverware's never been shinier.
And this book he wrote for you cast me in a really good light.
Then it's settled. He stays.
Smashing news, sir. Then there's just a small matter of my fee. Here is my weekly rate.
Whoa! On second thought, I can open my own front door. Heck, I'll start right now. Later, Poppins.
Poppins was a nanny, not a butler.
Tell your story walking.